So, after a long, long wait, London's newest express bus route is finally here, the SL4. This bus is going to pass straight through London's newest tunnel, the Silvertown Tunnel. So let's have a ride and see what it's all about. So the SL4 is joining London's Superloop network. What is Superloop, you may ask? Well, it's London's express bus network, starting in 2023. And the SL4's addition to the network brings the total up to 10. However, this network is already due to be expanded, with routes from the Superloop 2 network already in the consultation stage, with some potentially starting sometime this year. But let's get back to the SL4. So this bus route is running from Grove Park all the way to Canary Wharf, stopping at all stops until it gets to Blackheath, where it runs fast through the Silvertown Tunnel till it gets to the north side of the river, where it stops at all stops till its terminus at Canary Wharf. So the reason this route started operation today is because it had to wait for the Silvertown Tunnel to be open so it could traverse the two sides of the city. This, in addition to the 129 extension and the Silvertown Cycle Shuttle, are the buses that travel through the new Silvertown Tunnel. So now we're at the part where the bus goes express straight to Canary Wharf. So it does this weird thing when it gets to the north side of the river around where Leamouth is. So it goes into the roundabout, around the roundabout, then into Leamouth to serve one stop, then back out and go towards Canary Wharf, instead of just going straight towards Canary Wharf via East India. It's kind of odd and it just doesn't really feel very, direct and express, but I guess if it needs to serve the area, then so be it. So this bus provides a key route between Grove Park and Canary Wharf. One gripe I do have about it though is that I feel like it could have been extended a bit further south to Bromley North so it could connect with the SL3 and SL5 routes. It just feels like a missed opportunity. So Elizabeth, what do you think of the new buses and what do you think of the SL4 route generally?
So at the moment, I haven't been on the route just yet, but I do think it's pretty nice. I think it's nice to have like more Superloop routes going around. So yeah, I'm a big fan of them. I love delivery on the BD11s as well. So yeah.
Thank you.
SL4 to Grove Park.
Someone's done a lousy job of taking the tape off. Obviously these were taped and not used until today, and there's like tape on a lot of the seats. You had one job. One job. So if I am to be completely honest, I actually quite like the BD11s now. Since the BD11 review, I've actually warmed up to these buses quite a lot, including the exterior, which is like shocking, I know. But I think specifically on this route, the bus really suits having the white and the red instead of just the red. So that's probably why I like it a little bit more. Prior to today, To get between Canary Wharf and Grove Park, one would have to get a bus or a train to Lewisham and then get the DLR to Canary Wharf. That's one change and can take up to an hour, whereas this new bus route can take 40 minutes. There's no need to change, and it's free.
Grove Park bus station.
So I've done my loop of the Superloop and I have my thoughts. It's a relatively direct bus route, however it stops at pretty much most stops that it goes past, as the only part that is actually express is between Blackheath and East India, and that's through the Silvertown Tunnel. On either side of it, all the stops it goes past, it stops at, which can really drag. In addition, I am a bit concerned about Grove Park getting a bit too congested, as they already have the 181 and the 136 terminating there. But I guess we'll see. Additionally, from what I understood, the SL4 has 2 designated slots in the bus station, with there being 2 more for the 136 and 2 for the 181. And what I found is that a lot of SL4s were waiting outside the bus station, waiting to go in, and I'm worried that this issue will worsen as time goes on. Also, I'm curious about the potential curtailments of this bus route, as there's a lot of traffic in the Lee and Blackheath area, so I imagine it's going to have to terminate early sometimes. All concerns aside, I think it's a great addition to the Superloop network and I feel like it will be used very often. What do you think of the SL4 and will you use it often? Anyways, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.